of Save the Victor. How's everybody doing today? Amazing, I hope. It is another video from your older than average YouTuber here on the YouTubes. And this one has been a little while. We're looking at some new releases today. So if you want to see what releases have been ruminating around in my brain, you're in the right place. And you know what you need to do? You need to keep on watching. So we don't have a lot of new releases today, but we've got some interesting ones, some great ones, exciting ones, and ones that not quite sure, jury is out. But they're things, again, that have been ruminating around in my brain. So the first thing I'm going to start with, the one thing that I am 1000% interested in, this will be coming out today. So this video should be up at midnight PST. And this is going, what I wanted to say, it is 10 a.m. PST. So it gives you 10 hours to think about it. So there's actually two in this release. And this is from Cosmic Beauty, which is AKA Cosmic Brushes. I think they're slowly working over to change it to Cosmic Beauty, but the website and some of the other stuff still says Cosmic Brushes, but there we are. So they're looking at kind of some different takes on things. So this is the one that I really want, and this is the Cool Trolls. So these are neutrals, but they're cool toned and they're not your normal neutral. So here's the photo here, and this is the Cool Tones Meets Neutrals. Our new 20 shade palette has 14 mattes and 8 metallics. These include one foiled multichrome, a duochrome, and an iridescent. This is coming out, as I was saying, which will be today when you see it, is June 21st. It is 6 p.m. UK time, 10 a.m. PST, 12 p.m. CST, and 1 p.m. EST. So they cover all the time zones. And it'll be for £28, which is about it's going to be about $50 Canadian. And here's the inside to the palette. And like I was saying, it's neutrals, but not. So I think it's just more cool tone shades. There are some neutral shades in here, but there's some beautiful blues, a little bit of pink and purple. This is really nice. So a lot of people are comparing this a little bit to the little gothic one that came out. So if you didn't get the gothic one, definitely get this one. I'm waiting to see some comparisons because this has been brought up a few times. I see it and I don't see it. So probably because I'm really excited about this one. And then here are some swatches, and it's on a lighter, medium, and darker skin tones, and you can see that the shades look beautiful on all of them. I think Cosmic Beauty, aka Cosmic Brushes, has one of the best formulas out there. I really do enjoy it. It's one of the few brands where it's really 100% worth the hype, and the price is pretty affordable for an indie brand, especially if you're comparing it to, I've seen some like 10 and 15 pan palettes for the same price. Then at the same time, they have the Nude Trolls, which again is neutrals, more the nude shades, but again, it's very interesting. So you'll see the cover there. This is also going to be £28, so about $50 Canadian. If I wouldn't have gotten the DD Cosmetics one, and I think I've got another neutrally palette recently, I would be pretty interested in it because it is quite different, but we are balling on a budget, and my new quarter is coming up where I can pick one release, so this is where I'm leaning to. After how big the Crow release for Wicked Widow was, I'm not going to be buying a collection thing for a while, so it would have to be one or the other. But let's look at the inside here, and this is beautiful. Again, it has lots of neutrals, but then when you look at the shimmery shades, we've got like that orange one, I like some bronzy shades, nice green, a dark purple. I think the two would work really well together. I think you could definitely mix and match the two here. And then I'll show you some swatches here. And that like shimmery orange with that matte orange kind of like in the middle, the dark purples on the end. This is a different take on neutrals. It was one where I wasn't tempted at all when I saw the photo, except of course always the orange. But when I saw the swatches, it was even for the Cool Trolls one that the swatches really called it for me. And you can tell these are proper swatches. I mean, maybe somebody dug deep, don't know, but like I said, the quality of Cosmic Brushes, Cosmic Beauty is really good, but they look like they're done with somebody's finger, not drawn on. So the swatches really made a difference. Tia, she popped one up on Instagram, doing a neutral look. She really likes this one. She has both of them. She's on their PR list. So she was really leading to the neutrals, which is quite surprising because she also likes color a lot too. So yeah, these look really good. But again, they're both going to be 28 pounds. They're both 20 shades. It's back to the more traditional. The Gothic one was a little bit smaller, and I think one of the other ones might have been a slightly different size, but this looks really good. And again, it's the same thing. They're both coming out on Friday. And again, it is 6 p.m. UK time, 10 a.m. PST, 12 p.m. CST, and 1 p.m. EST. And then when I was on the website, because I'm doing a video with one of the palettes, the Royal Rose says coming soon. And that's the one that I missed that I really, really wanted. So I'm kind of excited. It would be great if that came out on the same day. Then I would probably buy it. I would then get the Cool Trolls and that one. That is so nice. So are you a Cosmic Beauty fan? Do you have any of the palettes? Are you excited about this? Kind of am. All right, so now we're going to move on to another brand. I don't think this video is going to be very long today because there isn't a lot, but this is another brand that is a very loved brand. I just got their one of their palettes that they had to sell out, their the Grunge palette. And this is Blend Bunny Cosmetics, and this is their Longing palette. So I'm just showing you the cover there. And under the description it says, this palette was designed a long time ago with beautiful tones to correspond this theme of heartache, lament, and longing for days and loves gone by. Yeah, it's just the 80s. Gen X. I can't wait to share the inside with you all. Here, Blend Bunny Cosmetics, a warm cup of tea as you spill your heart, a cozy blanket while you mend from the loss of heartbreak, unrequited feelings, and missing pieces. Days long gone by and love unrequited. I designed Longing as a single palette about 2 summers ago, and now that I think about it, I wanted a cool leaning neutral palette. Neutrals, I think, are the theme this year. That was curated with cool browns, smoky grays, steel blues, icy lavenders, and muted sages. As always, a neutral leaning palette with tones of unexpected fun tucked in. Each row has their blended trio with a shimmer that complements it well. There are a couple of duochromes and a multichrome that I cannot wait to show you in action. They're unlike anything I've ever had or seen in my own vast makeup collection. And we do have a launch date now. It's June 26th at 9 a.m. PST, so that is my time, and it retails for $42 US. And here is the inside. Now, this is a really lovely palette. I don't think it's for me though. I just love Blend Bunny, so I did want to mention it. And then when you look at it here, I think if it didn't have the first 2 neutral rolls in it, and then it had the next 4, which has the green, sages, turquoise, a little bit of purple, white, and gray, and maybe some of those neutrals were more grays and blacks in there from the first 2 rows, then I would be totally interested. But I know not everything is made for me, so my pocketbook is a little bit safe with this one, but I still do think it's very lovely, and if it magically appeared at my house, I would definitely not kick it out because I do quite like their formula a lot. So before I go on to the one that I really wanted to talk about, I thought I would just quickly do a coming soon. Not a lot of information. I got this particular one from Makeup on Your Radar, and this is a Shall We Makeup X Freya 86. And here is all we have so far. So it's just showing the outside cover, that it is going to be a 10 pan palette. And it says here, the collab palette with Freya 86_FF called A Somber Garden releases in August. This is nice to have a little bit of a head up. So if you like Shall We Makeup, there we go. So I just wanted to kind of throw it in there. I was looking at the Elena one and I was like, well, that one's really kind of pretty. And then I saw this and I thought, well, I'm going to talk about this one instead because it's going to give some time and it's just a sneak peek. So it's something we can talk about again in future. And then last up, this is one that I've been talking about that I was really excited about, and I couldn't wait when they mentioned the release and they threw the outside kind of like the first sneak peek picture, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I really was like looking forward, and there was like no updates, one little teeny update, and then no updates and no update, and then all of a sudden Wicked Widow, so you'll know what I'm talking about, released their Crow. So they made an announcement, they made a release date, they sneak peeked, they showed, and ready to roll. And it is a stunning collection. I love it. If I remember, I'll post the video up. If not, it is in my videos. It was so beautiful. So I really like Creature Cosmetics, and I was really excited, and everything, the few things that I've got of my own, I love. The stuff that I borrowed from Martha, I love. So I was really excited, but this is not it. And I think a lot because it has to do with the fact that the Wicked Widow one was so good. So that's probably part of it. And I'm going to start with one of this first sneak peeks that they showed, and it was this here. And this is supposed to be like a cassette, like, you know, in old school with indie bands or local bands, they would put their stuff on a cassette and they'd have like maybe like a photocopied of their cover and they'd tuck it in and you can buy it. Even though in the movie they show a vinyl record, this was still very cute. So I did like the idea of this cassette here, but this is, and then it's the band that Eric Draven was in, which is Hangman's Joke. And this is a black and white highlighter duo. And there is a blackish shade that goes a little bit more shimmery gray on the Wicked Widow, and I like that. I don't know a black highlighter. I guess if you did super gothy makeup and you liked the white base, it would look absolutely fantastic. But those days for me are a little bit over for doing that as every day. That is not something that I would maybe do in October. So even though I love the cassette packaging, a black and a white highlighter would be cool. It's fun and it fits with the aesthetic, but again, the Wicked Widow one was better. Then the next thing, and this I really like. This is kind of one of the things I'm tempted with. This is the Hangman Joke Fire It Up, a felt tip liner. Fire it up, fire it up. So they have a Hangman skull stamp on each one, and then it's a nice liquid eyeliner. There's 3 colors to choose from. So there is it looks like it's a black, a white, and a red. For a second I thought, well, maybe it was navy, but of course it's not gonna be navy, it's gonna be black. But from what I've seen so far, they were as singles. If they were sold as a set, I'm kind of tempted because I like the idea of the stamp, and I do love a liner. Then they showed this lipstick, and this is a classic horror cream lipstick. It's matte, a matte black with a red shimmer, and then it has a crow stamp on each one. But then another thing I read called it a pearlescent, and I don't know if I want a pearlescent black lipstick, so not quite sure. I do like the cover because of course it's got Brandon Lee's face on it. The component itself is really beautiful, and again, I don't know. Then we've got, I'm going to show this one first because this is the thing that I think is the least attractive, and they do really cool bags, and this is the Crow bag. I don't know. The face doesn't really that much look like Brandon. It's really kind of pulled down, and the second one is like a mask on top of the face. Again, if you're a completionist and you want to get the bag and you like this, that is great, but the bag isn't quite what I wanted. And then we've got the palette, and there's quite a bit in this collection, so that's kind of good. This isn't too bad, and this is also the pre-order will be today. When you see this, then you can see it looks like the outer packaging is going to be like the cover of the movie or the movie poster, and then inside you've got a round palette, and it looks like it's going to be the crow and red on one side and blue on the other. And then when you look inside, the color story is really nice. I have to admit, I do like this color story. This was a little bit tempting because I do love blues, but then I'm looking at that one from Cosmic Brushes. But I do like the fact it's got some shimmery blues on there, reds. It doesn't seem that it's very matte heavy though. It seems like there might only be 4 or 5 mattes in here. And then I don't know if these are just colored bits, but it looks like there's a crow, a heart on there. There's some writing on it. And I'm not really a fan of shaped things, but it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. This is another thing that I'm a little bit disappointed in, and that is the mirror. And this is See Through the Eyes of a Crow. It's a shaped handheld eyeshadow mirror. It's going to come in collectible packaging that you can see on the top there. Actually, I really quite like the packaging. But I'm not quite sure I like that mirror very much. I wonder how big it is, if it's like a full one or if it's going to be one of those little ones. But again, there's something with this collection that I'm kind of disappointed in. I think the Wicked Widow really, I don't want to be negative because like I said, I like Creature Cosmetics and there's a few things in here I'm interested in, but Wicked Widow went all, they did the thing. The next one here, this I'm interested in. This is the 2-piece lash set. They're dramatic and faux mink, but the packaging is just beautiful. I love that it's the gravestone, it's Eric Draven's. There's 2 sets of really floppy lashes in there. And then on the box it says, people once believed that when someone dies, a crow carries their soul to the land of the dead. This is how the movie begins. But sometimes something so bad happens that a terrible sadness is carried with it and the soul can't rest. Then sometimes, just sometimes, that crow can bring back that soul back to put the wrong things right. That I'm very tempted in. So that one looks really, really cool. I just like it as packaging. I don't even think I would use, I'm not even sure I would use the lashes, but I definitely like that packaging is pretty beautiful. And then this is the one item that I'm 100% interested in. This is the Crow Color Shift in, again, Crow packaging, but it's just one shade, so that kind of weird packaging. It would be like the tombstone and the crow would make a nice little display. And it's an intense shimmer, and it says, our first ever color shifting pressed pigment. And then on the bottom of the picture, it says a realistic visual of the shift. So it is definitely very gold to a fiery gold. So that I'm pretty interested in. So now let's go down to a little bit more nitty gritty here. And then it says here, the Crow 30th Anniversary Collection will be available for pre-order this Friday at 12 p.m. EST. So I should take a quick look because they were supposed to have a bit better of an update today and show the collection. So I'll go through this and then I will see if I can see what the collection's going to, the whole piece of the collection is going to be. So anyways, it'll be 12 p.m. EST, so that should be 9 a.m. Oh, 12 p.m. EST? Yes, it'll be 9 a.m. my time. It says there's the Crow 12 shade palette, so that's that round palette, is $40. The Crow Color Shift is $20, but then when I'm thinking it's like half the price of the palette. But it is fun. The Crow handheld mirror is $20. At least the price is good on that. Hangman's Joke Highlighter Duo is $20. The Fire It Up felt tip lighters are $13 each. There's that. There's the Draven lashes are $20. The Crow Classic Horror Cream, so the lipstick is $20, and the Crow convertible bag is $65. That's a little bit cheaper of one. So I wonder if they've got somebody new, because I think some of the other ones average around $90, $91, but then I don't know if that's converted to Canadian. So, and then it says here, as always, thank you for all your support and shares through this release. We are so happy that all of the fans of the film are loving what we're putting out, and we can't wait for you to see the products in person. And then it says here, you know, what we're most excited for, let us know in the comments. And then it says we'll be also announcing a limited edition collector's bundle prior to Friday, so definitely keep your eyes out for that. So while we're here, I'm going to quickly go do that and see if it wasn't up the last time I looked, but I'm still not seeing what the bundle is, so I haven't released that yet. But anyways, that's it for releases for me today. Let me know if there was anything tempting for you. Are you picking anything up? And yeah, That's it. So if you like this video, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe. Maybe even hit that notification bell. If not, that's okay. We can still be friends and look at new releases together. As always, behave, make good choices, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye-bye.